Aloha, I'm Dr. Val, Kauai Psychologist.
And I'm Dr. Mark, Doctor of Agronomy or Plant Science.
And today's Coronavirus Days tip is entitled Really Relationship.
We're going to talk about relationships from the context of Love and Respect, a book written by Dr. Emerson Eggerichs.
Well, in general, men and women tend to experience differences in connection when it has to do with relationships. So we think that being aware of some of these differences may help you in your relationships.
So for men, and for me in particular, I feel connected or a better relationship with Val when we do things side by side or shoulder to shoulder, as Dr. Emerson Eggerichs talks about. I feel connected to her and comfortable with her when we do life together, not apart, when we do activities together. And then also, believe it or not, I also feel connected when she gives me some alone time where I can do perhaps activities on myself where I can actually get energized, uh, not only feeling like I accomplished something, but just having some time to myself.
And let me share with you a few of the things that make me feel connected in relationship. And that is, first of all, as opposed to shoulder, I like face to face. I like it when Mark pays direct attention to me and maybe not doing anything on his cell phone or anything else at the same time, trying to multitask. If he puts it down and looks at me face to face. In addition, I really appreciate it when he listens and doesn't try to solve. And I know this is truly a gender difference. I've heard this in my clients many, many times. He wants to solve things. It's his heart to really come in and figure out what to do about a problem and offer solutions. But sometimes I just want to know that he cares by just wanting to listen. I don't need him to solve it.
So the challenge for men or women is to learn and apply the differences. And in order to learn and apply the differences, we have to be willing to accept that there are differences. And then finally, willing to learn what those differences are and apply them. For example, when Val wants to connect with me, I have to put everything down and look at her.
It can be challenging, you guys, and we know that it's challenging for us as well. But it's so helpful and it's so worth it in learning about one another. Now, I want to give you a little tool that will help you in this process. And it's really simple. And what it has to do with is rating how you feel about connection and relationship at a point in time. For instance, once a week, just taking the time to ask one another, how connected do you feel to me this week? And rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the ultimate in connection and 1 being, wow, we really need some work. So I'm just going to do that right now. I'm just going to ask Mark, how connected do you feel to me this week, Mark?
Right now, probably a 7.
Okay. And I would tell him probably my level of connection is similar, 7 to 8. Yeah. Which honestly is pretty high. That's pretty good. However, I want to ask if there's anything I can do to help that. So Mark, is there anything that I could do that might help our level of connection?
Sure. And I know that we're not all the way through our day, but one of the daily activities we do where we do connect quite often is we do an activity together, whether it's bike riding or today we're planning on going for a walk. And I know let's plan on going for a walk. We'll walk side by side. And as we walk, we'll talk and share and connect that way.
Okay.
And is there anything I can do to improve that rating?
Well, that sounds really awesome. I appreciate that sharing what I could do. And what you could do actually, I think you can continue doing some of what you've been doing. We've been through a little bit of tumultuous emotional stuff in the last week. And so, yeah, and so that's affected my level of connection, my feeling of connecting to you, and it has nothing to do with you. It's just walking through that process. So what has helped is your willingness to be able to sit face to face with me and listen and help me process. That's been awesome. Just continue to do that.
Okay, I'll listen.
So guess what we're going to do? We're off to a bike ride or a walk today. A walk today. All right. Bless you guys. This has been Really Relationship.
Aloha.